Hey guys, so I'm a pretty experienced Knightfall Rivals player, and I've decided to make a top 10 list of what I feel are the 10 strongest unit cards in this collectible card game. This list will only be including unit cards, and as such there will be no poison, weapon, or armor cards. And an interesting note, there also are no arch cards either, simply because I don't think that they're really that powerful. So without further ado, here's my top 10 list. First off, at number 10, I have Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor has solid overall stats at level 12, with 30 overall stats. The Plague Doctor also has the Subterfuge and Smith abilities, which give all weapons and poisons in hand a +1 buff on every side. Offensively, this card is very powerful, and the buffs it gives you from its abilities can make a significant difference. At number 9, I have Sparring Instructor. This actually is the only common or rare card included on this list. The card you see here isn't actually fully upgraded, but when it is fully upgraded at level 16, it has 26 total stats and the very powerful Transform ability. In Sparring Instructor's case, it allows you to choose any unit on the board and randomly transform it into either a training dummy or a novice swordsman. The ability to transform any unit, no matter how powerful, into a much weaker one that you can capture is very powerful. At number 8, I have Templar Bannerman. Templar Bannerman gets its power level from its raw overall stats. At 31 stats, fully upgraded at level 12, it has the most stats of any lance unit in the entire game. It also has the debuff ability, which is very powerful, as it can essentially give you an extra offensive stat on any side of your choosing. At number 7, I have Roland. Similar to Templar Bannerman, Roland relies on its raw overall stat value for its power. Fully upgraded at level 12, it has 34 total stats, which is the most statted unit in the game outside of archer cards. It has the Ambush ability, which prevents opponents from seeing what it is until it attacks another unit or is attacked by another unit. It's really not that powerful actually, to be honest, but it can be somewhat useful in certain situations. At number 6, I have Pierre. When fully upgraded at level 12, Pierre combines 30 total stats with the very powerful Rally ability, which allows you to re-trigger the attack of any friendly adjacent unit. It's not the flashiest card, but it's extremely powerful, extremely versatile, and overall a card you definitely want to put in your deck. At number 5, I have Nicholas. This is where the cards start getting pretty interesting and pretty powerful. Nicholas's overall stats aren't really that great, with only 22 total stats at level 12 when fully upgraded, but it's its re-trigger ability that makes it so interesting and powerful. He re-triggers the attack of any adjacent unit you manage to capture. He also unlocks the area debuff ability at level 5, which can help make up for its poor stats. It can sometimes, however, be a downside, as you are reducing the attack values of the units you're trying to re-trigger. At number 4, I have Templar Seneschal. Templar Seneschal has 26 total stats when fully upgraded at level 12, and it has the area debuff ability. What makes it so powerful though is its Transform ability, which will transform any unit of your choosing into either a Templar Squire or a Templar Swordsman. He actually becomes a bit trickier to use once you unlock his area debuff ability at level 5, as he will kill any adjacent unit transformed into a Templar Swordsman, as the Templar Swordsman only has one unit on his left side. Still, in skilled hands, this is a very powerful card. At number 3, I have Kennel Master, which is another transform card. Kennel Master actually has 30 total stats, and can transform any unit on board randomly into either a tiny lapdog or a vicious guard dog. Kennel Master actually becomes at his best once you hit level 8, as he will then have the stats to capture any adjacent card that you choose to transform. Throw the very powerful Transform ability onto a card with 30 total stats, and you have a card that is extremely powerful. At number 2, I have Reynard. Reynard's stats are pretty much irrelevant, as he has the extremely powerful Clone ability, which allows you to become a copy of any unit on board. This ability is extremely versatile and extremely powerful. And he actually becomes a lot better once you unlock his area debuff ability at level 5. This is so because he allows you to capture any adjacent lance card you transform into. Prior to unlocking the ability, he inherently can't capture any lance card that's adjacent to you that you choose to transform into. He also synergizes really well with cards with the re-trigger ability. If you transform into one of these units, he actually does re-trigger any adjacent unit you capture. And finally, at number 1, I have Tancred. When fully upgraded at level 12, this card combines 29 total stats, the very powerful rally ability, and the extremely powerful re-trigger ability. When you combine these 3 things onto one card, you get a card that is totally overpowered and totally busted. Unfortunately, it's a legendary card, and as such, it makes it very difficult to eventually get it to level 5 and unlock its re-trigger ability. Once you do, however, you'll have a huge advantage over your opponent. There is no better card in the game at swinging an entire board back around into your favor. So yeah, that concludes my top 10 cards for Knightfall Rivals. Hope you guys learned something, hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time.